so today I'm here with my Degrassi review of episode 22. So it starts off and Claire's having a dream with Drew and they're basically on her bed kissing and whatnot, and I'm just like, is this real? Because at first I didn't know if it was a dream or if it was actually happening, and I was just like, are you serious right now? Like, they're actually hooking up? But thankfully it was a dream. I mean, I really don't know if I want that relationship to happen or not. I'm still like, I don't want it to, but I don't know, but I don't care if it does. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings about that. Yeah, she fell off her bed, which I thought was funny. And then Miles' dad puts Drew on babysitting duty for Miles basically, since he's going out of town. And Drew's walking Miles everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, like that is a little weird. You know, Miles is trying to get rid of him. Claire, she ends up really freaking out about her dream, which I guess she should be because it was pretty intense, and yeah, I'm just like, what? It's really confusing, and I don't know. And I felt bad for Drew because Miles sent him on a goose chase basically, just so he can get him out of the house or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Drew is gonna be so upset when he finds out about this. At first Miles was mad that Zoe was coming, and then I thought it was funny that he was like, oh wait, she's trouble, which makes it an even better party. So he let her come. Then Dallas, he ends up, like, I guess stalking Leo outside of his house, and I'm just like, Dallas isn't gonna beat him up, is he? I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, think about Allie, like, she wouldn't want you to do this. And I'm glad he stopped, and he actually called his son, which was so cute, and I'm like, yay. And I'm like, see, Dallas is like the best guy ever. He doesn't, okay, he's kind of impulsive, but like, he doesn't just beat up people. He's nice. I like him. And then Claire runs into Drew, and he's like, Claire, I need your help. And she's like, I'd be happy to. And I'm just like, okay, so this is going somewhere. Because I'm just really confused, and I'm like, I don't really know. They don't even know where their heads are at, so how are we supposed to know what they're thinking? And I'm just like, so this is going somewhere. And Dallas and Allie meet up, and he's like, let's go for a walk. But he says it so weirdly, and I'm like, a walk? Like, what kind of walk? Because this isn't like a, oh, Allie, romantic walk. It's like a, he has a plan walk. That's weird. And then Miles, at his party, he blows up at Maya because Maya's basically like, what are you doing? Like, your dad's gonna be so mad. And, you know, she's trying to talk him out of it and actually talk some sense into him. And he just goes off on her, and they basically break up. And yeah, and he doesn't even really care. I thought it was funny how Miles' sister was at the party. I'm just like, what is she doing there? Yeah, and then Zoe comes over to Miles, and he's sitting on a couch, and she's basically like sprawls herself into his lap or whatever. And thankfully, before he does something he regrets, Winston talks to him, and he's like, dude, let's just get her in the pool house, you know, just away from people. And he's like, that's a good idea. So they carry Zoe off so they can lay her somewhere. And back with Claire and Drew, he's dropping her off at Claire's, you know, Drew's dropping Claire off at her house, and Eli shows up, and I'm just like, what? Where did he come from? Like, all this Claire and Drew stuff, and you just throw Eli in there? Like, okay. And I kind of felt bad for Drew, because he's like, oh, there's Eli. And he's like, bye, Edwards. And I thought that was cute / awkward, because Eli was like, Edwards, that's what I call you. I'm just like, okay. Like, this isn't awkward at all, you know? So like they have some tension between them. And Dallas, of course, I knew he had a plan, walks Allie to Leo's house, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I mean, I knew he had a plan, but I don't think Allie's ready to see Leo again, and let alone be outside of his place. Like, what is going on? And he's like, I think you need to face him or whatever. And Allie's like, you know, she's hesitant, of course, but she does do it, and, you know, Dallas is like kind of backing her up at the same time. And Allie's speech was so sad. I wasn't in like complete tears, but I did tear up. I was like, That's so, like, they could have been so good if he wasn't abusive. And she's like, you beat me, but you didn't break me. And I'm like, oh, like, Allie. It's so sad that, like, I hate this. I hate it. And, yeah, and then Drew, he comes back from his wild goose chase to find out that Miles is having a party. And I'm just like, what a mess he has to clean up. Or, you know, he has to cover. I'm just like, this sucks. And yeah, you know, Allie's done talking with Leo or whatever, and she walks away, and she ends up crying on a curb, and I'm like, oh. And Alice was like, I was just trying to help. They're so cute. I love them together so much. They're my OTP. They're my one true pair. I love them so much. And Miles, you know, at the end of his party, he shows up at Maya's window, and I think he's holding flowers, if I remember correctly, and he's basically like, will you forgive me? And she's like, no. And closes the curtains on him. And I'm just like, I can't help but laugh at him, because he just seems so pathetic right there, which is mean, I guess, but he does. So yeah, that happens. Oh, and then my final thought, once the episode ends or whatever, I'm just like, okay, so the day goes on, but did anybody pick Zoe up from the pool house? Like, and like, I don't understand. And like, I didn't see her go home, no one mentioned her. Just like, question unanswered. But anyways, thanks for watching my review on Degrassi, and I'll see you guys later. Toodles!